The night was calm and quiet, with no sounds in the sky except for the occasional rustling of the leaves moving in the wind. He kept tossing and turning in the bed. You couldn't get in a comfortable position. You haven't been getting enough sleep since Shoji's been staying at your place for a couple of weeks, since there were no hero duties for him to do. At least, not since the incident. Your relationship has been on good terms since the night of your first kiss, but you somehow don't feel comfortable being around him yet for some reason. You look down at the floor where Shoji is sleeping peacefully on the futon he had brought. You smiled at his sleeping face. You slowly get out of bed and realizing that the sun is rising. As you quietly make your way out of the bedroom, making sure not to wake Shoji as you make your way to the kitchen to make some coffee to calm yourself down. You waited patiently in the dining room for Shoji to wake up to do his usual morning workout. While waiting for Shoji, you wonder what he does during his daily routine. Ever since he's been with you, he always seems to be at the gym more often than usual. You were sure he's been doing this ever since you got together, but how does he keep up with it every day? As you were deep in your thoughts, heavy steps come towards you from the bedroom. Your half-tired boyfriend is wearing a tank top and sweatpants, rubbing his messy bed hair. The sight of him made you blush a little. Everything Shoji does around you is so majestic. He makes you fall in love all over again every time. You shake your head, realizing you were staring too long. Good morning, Shoji. Did you sleep well? I hope sleeping on the floor wasn't too rough for you last night. I can see if I can call someone to fix that carpet to be more comfortable for you. There's no need for that, my end. Besides, I've slept through way worse floors than that, so no need to worry about that. Shoji assured while sitting across the table from you, stretching his arms and flexing his biceps and chest. You looked down at the cup in your hand to distract yourself while your face turned bright red. He questioned how you end up with a man like Shoji. It's not just his looks that got you attracted to him. His mysterious, kind, and caring personality made you fall for him. Are you going to do your usual workout today? You seem to be going to the gym a lot lately. Is the hero work getting tough since Mount Lady's rampage incident? You asked sincerely. I don't want you to push yourself too much. Shoji stared at you for a moment, contemplating what to say. Rubbing the back of his head, avoiding eye contact, he shyly says, Actually, I was planning on doing a lighter set today because I wanted to do something special for you today. You blushed for a moment. Oh, Shoji, that's very sweet, but what made you want to do this? I wanted to make up for all the lost time we haven't been together. Shoji reached for your hand, gently holding it. Plus, it's been a while since I've taken you out on a proper date, even before all the madness that is going around. You blushed harder, taking in his words. He's not wrong, but you suspect there's another reason why Shoji is doing this. He thought for a while before smiling sincerely. Well, I guess it would be nice to go out together again. At least, not for a special occasion for once. What time should we do this? Shoji thought for a moment before saying, Later tonight. I figured it would give us a little time to prepare, considering it is kind of last minute. You nodded, still smiling. You both enjoyed the rest of the morning together. Shoji left to go to the gym, but not before using his duplicate arms to kiss you on the forehead. You giggled to yourself a little. His actions were weirder than usual, and you were hoping it wasn't a side effect from before. A little worried, you touched your neck where there was a light bruising. The memory of that night fills your mind, but you quickly shake that memory away, knowing things have gotten better for the both of you. You decided to call your friends, Tokoyami and Mina, to help you prepare for tonight. Mina was the first to show up at your apartment, swinging the door open in excitement, startling you. Tokoyami followed behind her, greeting you calmly as he enters. Jumping in the air, hugging you tightly, Mina shouted, "Oh, YN, I'm so happy for you." It feels like he's asking you out all over again. Tokoyami leans against the nearby wall, nodding in agreement. Indeed, a start of a new blossom blooming is truly a testament of your love once again. Dark Shadow appeared, feeling giddy himself. Yeah, it must be a special occasion for Shoji to ask you after so long. You smiled as your face turned bright red from their compliments. There's nothing special happening tonight. We're just going on a regular date like we used to. Although it is weird for Shoji to ask me out of the blue like this. Mina gives you a devious look. You never know. It may not be a special occasion to you now, but it might be for him. Do you think he's ready to take the next step with you? What are you talking about, Mina? What next step? You ask, genuinely confused. Mina raised her eyebrows up and down, biting her lips, hinting what she was referring to, nudging you in the process. Your face started burning again. Wait, no, there's no way he would plan this date just to do that. Why not? Dark Shadow asks. You've been together for 5 years now. 6 if you don't count the year you both took a break from the incident. Shouldn't it be time for you to move on to the next step with your relationship? You've thought about all the times you and Shoji brought up the topic. You shake your head, denying their claims, trying to refocus on the task at hand. Mina still teases you about it, throwing you off guard most of the time. After a couple hours, you've chosen the outfit you wanted to wear, thanking them for their help. Mina left soon after, dancing for joy for you, while Tokoyami stayed behind a little longer, crossing his arms and sitting on the couch. YN, I've been meaning to ask you about Shoji. His tone was serious and concerned. I understand it's been a few months, but has he had any withdrawals or shown any sign of the effects recently? You smiled sincerely, but nervously. Nothing I could recall. Shoji seems to be doing well since he's been more cautious than usual, but I fear it might happen again without warning. You say, touching your neck again. Considering we don't know if Shoji could do it again, with your permission, I would like to monitor him to ensure he doesn't harm you again. He looked you in the eye, determined. He may not intend to, but I'm not taking any chances. But understand he will have to go back to the hospital if he does lay a hand on you. You sighed, knowing Tokoyami was right. You nodded slowly without looking at him as you covered your mouth, trying to hold back your tears. I'm sorry. I want to trust him. I want things to work out between us. But I don't want to fear him any more than I already have. I don't want to do this alone. Please, Tokoyami. I don't want to feel this way anymore. You muffled out silently. You hug yourself tightly as you cry to yourself. Tokoyami watches you silently, placing a hand on your back, comforting you. Dark Shadow appears, tears flowing on his face as he hugs you tightly. After a few hours, you have since dried off your face to get ready for your date with Shoji, and Tokoyami left to prepare himself for tonight. Sunset came as you double-check your face to see if your eyes were still puffy and dry. You hear the front door open, indicating Shoji has finally come home. YN, are you ready? Looking at yourself in the mirror, taking deep breaths, you smile graciously, ready to go out with Shoji. Yeah, I'll be out in a minute. You quickly grab your phone, texting Tokoyami, letting him know you were about to leave soon. You come out of your room to greet Shoji at the door, who was holding a bouquet of flowers as he stares at you, too stunned to speak as he takes in your beauty. You become a little self-conscious the more he keeps looking at you. Blushing, you rub the back of your head. Shoji, don't stare for so long. You're making me embarrassed. Shoji smiled under his mask, reaching out to you to caress your waist. I'm sorry. You're so irresistible for me to not stare. Your beauty is everything to me, YN. Reaching up to caress his face with your hands, pulling him down to your level to kiss him through the mask. And you're too sweet to resist. Come on, let's get going before it gets too late. You giggled as you fixed his collar and tie. Shoji escorted you out, guiding you to all the places you had dates on, bringing back all the memories you had together before taking you to an elegant restaurant you don't go to often. Taken aback, you admire every detail of the restaurant as your waiter directs you to a private dining lounge, decorated with starlight and silky drapes along the walls. Your face lit up with joy from the sight. Shoji, you didn't have to do all this for me. I'm sure this must have cost a fortune to reserve a room so last minute. Lifting you up bridal style, Shoji carried you to the table, placing you down on the chair gently. It didn't cost me anything if you asked the right people. No money could be enough to express how special you are to me. He laughed a little, thinking he asked Todoroki to do this. You couldn't believe he would go so far to do this for you. You're enjoying the night as if it was your first date, smiling, laughing, and talking the night away, not wanting the night to end. But you notice Shoji was a bit fidgety than usual. He keeps fixing his collar and averting his gaze from you. The thought of what Mina said earlier came into your mind, and you blushed, still denying he would do this so suddenly. Suddenly, while Shoji was talking, his eyes widened, and his muscles tensed a little. Concerned, you reached out to touch his hand. Shoji, are you okay? He pulled his hand away quickly. He put his head down on the table, grunting in pain. Worried, you got up to help him, but he pushed you away. He began to shake while breathing heavily. He was trying to hold back. You reached for your phone to call Tokoyami. No reception. With no other options, you tug on his arm a little. Shoji, we have to get you out of here. It's obvious you're not well. Resisting, Shoji growled between his teeth. No, I'm fine. It'll pass soon. Just don't come near me, please. His body tensed up more, causing him to fall to the ground. His arms resisted morphing into dismembered hands and daggers. You rushed over to hold him, placing his head on your chest. He tried to push you away. YN, no, please, let me go. I don't want to hurt you again. Your grip never loosened as you held him tighter. No, I'm not letting go. I don't want you to do this alone. Even if you hurt me, it's not stopping me from ensuring you'll be okay. Tears began to flow down your face. I don't want to lose you again. I don't care how much this virus will affect you. It won't stop me from loving you any less. Shoji eventually stopped resisting to push you away. He grabbed your arm, gently squeezing it, not wanting to let you go. You stayed like that for an hour, not saying a word to each other. His duplicate arms would occasionally reach over to grab your neck, but Shoji held them back before they could touch you. You filled in the tense silence by humming the song you and Shoji danced to on your first anniversary night. Shoji's breathing grew more stable and calm from your singing. He pressed his head closer to your chest, wanting to hear your heartbeat and feeling the rhythm of the humming in his ears. After another half hour, Shoji loosened his grip on you as he fell into a deep sleep in your arms. A weight of relief left your body as you smiled at Shoji's sleeping body. The waiter walked in cautiously. So sorry for not checking up on you. I didn't want to intrude. Is there anyone I can call to escort him out for you? You nodded, suggesting to call Sato and Koda. After a few minutes, they showed up. As they slowly lifted him to leave, something in his hand fell. You quickly picked it up to see it was a ring box. You opened it to see a beautiful ring. the gem being the color of your birthstone. You covered your mouth, trying to hold back tears of joy. As you exit the restaurant, Tokoyami waited worriedly at the entrance. Once he saw you, he rushed over with his jacket to cover you. "YN, thank the night star, you're alright. I'm sorry I couldn't assist you. I knew something was wrong when I didn't hear from you, but they wouldn't let me in to check in on you. Did he hurt you in any way?" You shake your head smiling, your eyes focused on the box in your hands. "No, and I don't think he would after tonight." "Thank you, Tokoyami, for being there for us." Once you made it back to your place, Sato and Koda placed Shoji on his futon in your bedroom. He thanked them as they left. Tokoyami soon left, ensuring you were okay staying by yourself with Shoji tonight. Don't hesitate to call if he does anything again. I'll let Recovery Go know what happened. For now, you should rest. Have a good night, YN. He said, closing the door behind him, leaving you alone. You headed to the bedroom to check on Shoji. He smiled at his sleeping figure, then at the box in your hand. You take out the ring to put it on. It fits perfectly on your finger. Tears began to well up in your eyes again. You remembered your ring size. You admired the ring on your finger before lying next to Shoji, cuddling close to his chest. You can feel him shift his arms around your body to hold you closer. Your smile widened as you slowly close your eyes to rest, whispering, "Yes, I will marry you," before drifting off to sleep in the arms of your now fiancé, knowing tomorrow is going to be a new day for both of you.